everybody, how you doing? It's been a wee while since I did a video from the car, other than dad jokes, of course. So we've just got the remnants of Hurricane Ida passing over right now. So it's really windy and stormy and tons of rain and all of that. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a wee kind of update video, since I've not been making tons of videos recently. I've been trying to sort of slow down and work on a few other things. I've been listening to a book called Cant Hurt Me by David Goggins. There's tons of videos of David Goggins on YouTube. He's on the surface you think he's like an athlete and he's a motivational speaker and all, but he's really into disciplining the mind. He talks in the book. It talks about his upbringing was rough and violence and all that, and then he kind of decided to lose tons of weight, become an athlete. And I really liked it because it wasn't your typical motivation book, like here's tips to stay motivated and all that stuff. It was more just a story of his life and how he was able to accomplish stuff by disciplining and what he says, armoring his mind. And it was cool. I really liked that. And he has a lot to say about technology, that we rely on it too much. There's a hair on the mic, sorry. And how anxiety levels and stress levels are really, everybody's just going crazy, especially after the pandemic and that. Doom scrolling and just on Facebook and Twitter. We live in the device, we live in our head and we live in the device. And I really, he's all for just detachment and getting out, and I really, it's good, I've never been one for physical fitness. I've just never really enjoyed it. When I was briefly I was a reservist in the military in the UK. I did a lot of physical stuff, and I just I did it and I was okay at it, but people talk about a runner's high and all that. I never got that. I just never got that. So I've always geared more towards reluctantly doing fitness and so on. But the more I've been, as you get older, the more I've been learning is, maybe I'm just a slow learner, but it's not about your body so much, it's about your mind. And especially now when we're so distracted with so many devices, Facebook, Twitter, anxiety, stress through the roof in general, with all these connections we make, that physical fitness, I suppose, is, or at least just anything physical, is a distraction, but a good distraction from that. Because you can't doom scroll on Facebook when you're trying to, rock out 50 press-ups or go for a run or a cycle. Well, I'm sure some people can do that. But anyway, so probably the last month, I've been getting into that, more, I love press-ups and I love pull-ups, and it's amazing. You just do 10, 20, 30, 50, then 100, a day, spread it out over the day, and it's done wonders for upstairs, yeah. So maybe I've been a bit of a snob, looking I don't need to work out and have big muscles and all that, and but then it's realised that that's not actually, is the point for many people, I'm sure. But for just mental balance, and I know that like a lot of other people who, like YouTubers and that, who create weekly, monthly, and are very disciplined, or 2-3 times a week, or 3 times a month, whatever it is they do. A lot of them, they do, they go to the gym, they go for a cycle, and that's probably a big reason why they create, because they're taking that time to get out of their head, meditate. Could you call running, cycling meditation? I guess it kind of is. You're singularly focused, so your awareness is more pointed towards one thing than 50 things, and then you probably sleep better. It's silly. This is not news to most of you, I'm sure, but for me, it's like, I don't want to say it's a revelation, because the jury's still out. Am I gonna keep going with fitness and healthy eating, and maybe 6 months from now I'll be putting out the best YouTube videos ever made? Are they linked? I think there's definitely a connection there, but we'll see. But I've been skateboarding a lot, and one thing about skateboarding I've discovered is, well, first of all, when you're 43 and skateboarding, people look at you. But that's good, because I feel like it's important to not just train your mind to be more disciplined, but also to train your mind into, deliberately make yourself uncomfortable. People look at you and they're like, check that guy, skateboard. Well, I don't know what they're saying. The thing is, a lot of the time they'll probably be like, what, check that guy, like, he's skateboarding, man, he's got grey hair, he looks, it helps you put you in a position where you have to keep asking, do I give a fuck? Do I give a fuck about what people think? And I think the answer is we all do give a fuck what people think. And I think we always should, at least a wee bit, otherwise, that might be unhealthy. But it's important to trim that right down to the bare bones, I think, so that you can legitimately go, I don't care, like, I do care, but it's not going to stop me from jumping on a skateboard and going around the car park a few times. Because the thing I've learned at this age too is it doesn't matter what you do. You could sit at home and do nothing, or you could be outside in everybody's face. People are always going to judge you for it anyway. They're going to judge you for your activity. They're going to judge you for your lack of activity, or the wrong type of activity. So it is about armouring your mind, which takes me back to this book that I've just finished, but I'm listening to it again, because it's helpful, because it's like not a motivation book, but it's a motivation book because it's more authentic, I think. Like this guy who, he went through Navy SEAL training, with all sorts of injuries. His dad beat him up when he was young. He was crushed. He's endured racism, all sorts of stuff. And if you look at any videos on YouTube, you'd be forgiven for immediately thinking he's just a sort of loud, sweary, masculine figure who's, just kicking, type of person who would just be like right up in your face, kicking your arse and that. But the book is way more vulnerable than that, so it's brilliant. I love how there's strength in being vulnerable, like just saying, listen, You know, like he talks about how he pissed the bed and all that. You know what I mean? Like, and then that way, when you get into his successes, it's like he earned that. He got there by disciplining his mind. And anyway, I found that a really good example. He set a good example and a really good inspiration. So, and I think it's something that everybody would like. So yeah, that's that book. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're not letting the stress and anxiety of life get you down. If you do have something that's winding you up or stressing you out, you've always got options. Confront it, run away from it, or use it. And I like the idea of the third one, use it. If someone or something is bothering you, use it to armor your mind, use it to fuel you. Perhaps, you know, like use it to sharpen you up, to keep going and doing whatever you were doing. Just don't give it up. So anyway, that's my wisdom. That's my wisdom for today. So I've got 2 more gadget unboxing videos to do, and I'm gonna film one of those tonight, and then the next one I don't know, in a few days' time. And I smile because I keep saying I'm never going to go back to doing unboxing videos, because, you know, as a pure numbers game, they don't perform well at all on the channel. But then I get these offers for like equipment, and I'm like, that does look cool, and yeah, I'd like to do that. And so I like it, you know. So I'm not sure if I've blended ASMR and unboxing correctly or not, but that one I did last night had some foam sounds in it when I was editing it, and I thought, that sounds amazing. Like, that is a brilliant ASMR sound. And I only had it in there for like maybe half a minute. So I think I need to get that and just make a whole half-hour video of this particular foam sound. See if you guys like it, because I loved it. So anyway, take care everybody, and talk to you soon.